Evening, everyone. I hope everyone's doing all right and that. And I know it's been quite a while since I've been live. Haven't had a voice, so it's been a bit bad for that. So I just hope that holds out, and the fact that my internet holds out, because my nice neighbours decided to do some DIY, and it's basically not my internet like in and out all day. It's crazy. Oh, hey, Rach. That's all right, sweetheart. You don't have to come up here if you don't want to, but you listen. But with your hearing, okay. How you doing anyway? Right. Well, hopefully you've had a good day and that. But yeah, I was already like to get some sleep, and then they start like banging and drilling and God knows what on my bedroom wall, and I'm like, oh, is this for real? So obviously no sleep, and then can't even like use your internet or anything. So like, oh my days. I don't know what exactly they were doing, but started like about 7:30 this morning. So it's like, uh, right, okay. Shall I be a nice person and let it go, or shall I like get them back and have my decks on full blast with the windows open all day and night for a few days? You're a little tired. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, yeah, of course, it's always good if you're above ground. It goes without saying, doesn't it? I mean, it's one of those things. But I say at least you can sort of understand what I'm saying. Well, unless you're from another country and English isn't a language that you understand. But apart from that, it should be all right. I mean, I've got glycerin if it's not, but if it's not coming through that well, let me know. And I don't know what I'm going to do. If my internet goes, it just goes. Or just, oh, maybe I could do it on my phone. But I don't really trust my phone when it comes to things like this. It's nuts. But, why is it that DIY has knocked out my internet? It's like fine for a little bit, and then it will go like weird, and like my internet provider can't understand why, and it's like it's a mystery to them. So I'm like, well, I'm not an engineer, so I'll just see what happens. And all my cats will be jumping on the keyboard, or Leo will knock the laptop flying with his tail or something. The usual shenanigans on here. But so I'm glad that everyone's enjoying the music, because I wasn't sure how that was going to go in regards to copyright, but like I say, YouTube have been right about it, so it's all good in that. But apart from the lag that you get, so I spoke to my internet provider today to see if there's anything I can do about that, because it is really bad in some places, and it's like it's happening in places where there isn't even tunes being mixed. It's just like one record playing at a time, and I'm still getting. It's like, why is it doing this? And it is crazy, because on the original it's fine, and then when you upload it to this platform, it's not, and it's like, okay, let's see if I can do something about it to make it sound like it's supposed to, because it drives me crazy, But it is what it is, isn't it? So what have you been up to, right? Because I haven't I can't even remember my last live that I did like this. It's been over 6 weeks. I know that much, because I haven't been able to speak for that long. And oh, it's been really bad. So, don't know what it was. It wasn't the Rona or anything like that. It was 2 things on top of each other. So that's what the hospital thought it was. And oh, it was so horrible. I didn't even have the energy to like do anything. And at least I got some sleep when I was like that. But for me to like sleep for like 20 hours a day, at one point, that is just weird for me. I cannot deal with that, because you feel so like wiped when you get that much sleep. It's mad, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't want to mention your missus for obvious reasons, and we'd just keep it at that, because that is your private business. But don't forget to fold it all, and well, I don't know whether she wants you to iron it as well, or are you lethal with that? I mean, some guys can, some guys can't. So that goes for women as well. It's what is my phone bloody doing that? Oh goodness me! I thought I'd turn this down. Sorry, this phone is possessed. But I'm going to get another one and replace it, because it is supposed to be muted, and that come through like that. I mean, that was quite loud. It made me jump. So I do apologise. Leo, is someone out there? Who is it, Lilies? Who's there? Oh, is it foxes? Oh, for goodness sake. My dog's telling me somebody's outside and it's foxes. Oh, dear. Oh, that dog's better than a doorbell. It's crazy. You're going to start her under. You don't put starch in there. No. Oh, you're horrible. that would not feel very nice. I wouldn't have thought. You can start shirts and that in collars and things like that, but underwear, you're horrible. I would kill you if you did that to mine. But hey, it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, obviously this stream is not going to be musical, because this is what it's like going to be like. Some will be when I actually got the medication now for my epilepsy. So when the dosage is right, I can then attempt to do musical live streams from, to do it on here like live, and you won't get lag then, or you shouldn't do. If I eliminate StreamYards and go from YouTube to that, it should be okay. You shouldn't get lag. Well, unless my internet plays up, which it does on a regular sometimes, normally when I'm doing these things, but see how it goes. But it's going to take a while to get the dosage right, but let's see what happens and take it from there. But I will let you know if they're going to be musical streams or normal streams, because the amount of subscribers I've got from my musical streams is, thank you, and the comments and that as well on has been amazing on what people think. So even with the lag, so even like DJs will come up to me and they said you can actually tell it's lag and not the actual mixing itself, which is a good thing because I was worried about that because I haven't been doing it that long because I had a big break, but it is what it is. And oh, bloody hell. Sorry about that. My poor mastiff decided to sit down, but he completely missed where he needed to go and just tried sitting on my bloody shoulder. And he weighs it just as much as I do. Ow! What did you do that for, mister? Can you watch what you're doing? God. Goodness me. Oh, that hurt. God, look, he didn't put his full weight through it, and he was over enough, otherwise he would have landed on me. And mind you guys probably would have thought that'd be comical, but it certainly isn't. When a bull mastiff lands on you, you'd certainly know about it. No, he is such a big dog, and big paws and weight, and he's got such a big head, and clobbers you with that even. It's crazy. Bruises your limbs when he's wagging his tail as well. It's a powerful animal, and he doesn't obviously mean to do it, but he's just a bit clumsy today. We all have days like that, don't we? Where we have our clumsy moments, but it's mad in that regard. But what can you do? You know. So I don't know what the topic of conversation. Well, I was going to say quite a few things, but I don't know, like where to go with this, because I don't want to get too political, but that there are a few things that have caught my attention in regards to the media about certain things, and my opinion on it. I don't want people to think that I'm being racial with it when it's not a racial thing, but how to put this? It's basically to do with the we used to have something over here years ago called the National Service, that if you were naughty, say, and you were in trouble with the courts and stuff, or getting that way, where you would get to the point where you could end up in prison or not, and that they give you the judge would say, right, you can go. National service is like a boot camp, then it can lead on to joining the armed forces or whatever. And that was actually a good thing for quite a while, and it had some good results with it. And then they actually stopped it. And I noticed in the media recently, and it wasn't. Well, it was mainstream media, but not the obvious ones. I can't remember which one because I don't normally read mainstream media and all of that, because I don't really believe a word they say. But I've been looking into this, and they are seriously thinking about this. That all 18, 19-year-olds are to go into this national service. And I'm like, everybody, hey Cam, how are you? And how's you and Dan doing? That's right. You can barge me whenever you want. This is just like an impromptu live to see if like my voice would hold out and that, and my internet really, because like I say, it's been a right biatch today. But hey, you know how it goes. But don't you make everybody do it? Now, I've got issues with this because, for one, at that age, do say a lot of people have the actual time to do it for a start because of like further education and all that, because that is obviously important. And that's one. And two, what about immigration? Now, if people don't know who everybody is because they're throwing their documents in the sea and whatever, could this lead to the actual T word? And you know which T word I'm talking about. And that's a pretty scary thought. That's one way of people getting into the armed forces and doing something bad with it. You know what I mean? No, I get you, but it's like I read that and I thought, okay, but wouldn't it be better to like obviously do it for obviously people that are a lot younger, but maybe 17 or something like that, and you know, use it for people that have got into trouble to put them on the straight and narrow and right path rather than put them in prison. And I mean, our prisons over here at the moment are yeah, some of them are very cushy in what they get and all of that. You know, it's better than what you actually get in regards to cost of living over here is so bad. You know, that they get decent, you know, hot meals and all of that, but because of that, there's a lot of conversion going on into other religions, if you catch my meaning. And if you don't, then it gets really bad. I've spoken to quite a few people about this that have actually been in that situation, and it's not good. So it's like, oh. I mean, it's a debatable thing to actually like go through properly, I think. I don't know. It's with the way our country is at the moment, it's not what our country used to be like, say, or even 5 years ago. It has changed so much in that time, and it's only going to change even more because people don't integrate with our society and learn our language, and that they all go off into their own groups and all of that. And living in London, you actually see that a lot more. And I think that's really sad that, you know, they don't want to become part of the community. I don't want to say it like this, but it feels like they're just milking it for what they can get out of our system. And you know, they say they want to come over here for a better life. Well, wouldn't you want to know the people that are actually here to actually, you know, understand cultures and see? That's what I would like. If I like wanted to like move to another country, I'd want to know about the culture, the history, and all of that. And not just be about what you can get out of the system, but I don't know, maybe you know, I just feel differently. It's a weird thing. I mean, I don't know, right, how you can actually watch news programs and stuff like that. I mean, I gave up on that probably about over 10 years ago. I just cannot, because you can just feel the actual bias and lies coming off of these people, and it's like, really? Nah, that is crazy. I don't know. Oh, that's all right. Thank you. I know it's a bit of a stranger night for you. What you get up to and that, but no, it's cool. But it'd been easy if you typed it in the chat and Billy takes me. I can't really concentrate on my dog for one, because now he's changed positions and he's like crushing me on my legs, which is not good. I'm changed positions again. I'm sure this dog thinks this is his house and I just stay here. Yeah, I'm sure it is a lot like that in the United States, probably in a lot of countries too. But I just thought, like, when I saw the actual national services thing, and I thought everybody to do it. Now, I mean, I think like I said, if you haven't done anything wrong, it should be optional if you want to do it or not make you do it. Now, that's more like a dictatorship to me rather than being a democracy. But I don't know whether I'm overthinking it or not, or maybe not thinking about it enough. I don't want to be too cynical about it either, but I just got a bad feeling about it. I mean, I know over here that the actual people are applying to join the armed forces, and that's dropped dramatically. And I think there's quite a few reasons for that. For one, the way they get treated. They don't get the right kit, and their family have to provide it for them. So, and the way the world is at the moment, I can understand why. I mean, it's so unstable everywhere, and say, if I was younger age and able-bodied fully, and that, would I join the army now? And that'd be a difficult question, because I've already said before, if I hadn't have had my hip condition and that, I would have done. But now I am not sure at all about that. I mean, when you come out of it as well, you don't get any help in the, say, if you get PTSD or anything like that. I mean, I know in the States, your hospital services for the armed forces and that are terrible, and at least we have the NHS over here, but I actually think they should get private healthcare for putting their lives on the line for their country. Why does it have to go to the NHS? Why can't they automatically get private healthcare? I mean, politicians and that have it, and that's another thing I wanted to like bring up. No, I don't normally go political on my streams, but I thought no, I'm gonna like get this out because of what I've seen as well. What is all this about? All the, well, not all of them obviously, but a lot of MPs, as in politicians, MPs, not like military police, changing parties all of a sudden. Like a lot of the Conservatives have quit and gone over to Labour because they think Labour's going to win the next general election. I mean, that just shows their true colours right there, doesn't it? I mean, for one, I mean, what is wrong with having a, I mean, it's a very well paid job, which personally I think, because of the the wages people get paid over in this country, I mean, okay, it's higher than what other countries get. I understand that, but over here it's a lot higher to live, as in regards to rent and all of that. So the comparison there, but I think MPs' wages should be halved, and I don't think they should be getting all of these extras like all this stuff for travel and housing and all of that, because that is actually a lot more than that their wages. I mean, if you get like the amount they're getting, you should be able to live off of that comfortably, even in London. And they're asking for more. I mean, that is disgusting. Oh, it just makes me think that they actually just want to stay in power at all costs, and just shows you as well how similar these parties are. Because if you think like going from one to the other, and they're happy with that, then there's something very messed up with that. I don't know. Oh, you're under the quota as well. Okay. But then they over here they're not putting enough money into the armed services anyway. That has been like that for quite a while, and it is the same in regards to social care as well, which they actually deal with people like with mental health and PTSD. You think that would be under the NHS, but it's not. It's actually comes under social care. So with what happened with the situation in regards to the pandemic, and with all what everyone went through in regards to losing all what they had and being shut in their homes, and it caused a lot of divorces and arguments, and kids missed out on a lot of school. And even now, a lot of kids are homeschooled because of the actual fear factor and silly rules and regs that schools have brought out, and policies that have been sex education at the age of 4 and stuff like that, and it's like, if my kids were young like that, I think I'd homeschool them as well. I would not be teaching my kids that. No. I think it's down to the parents to do that one. Because every child grows differently, has a different mentality. But what 4-year-old would understand what that is? I think it is absolutely disgusting, quite frankly. Oh, you're still feeling poorly? Oh, I feel you there. And my stomach keeps on growling, but I'm not hungry at all. And I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it though. So I thought, I'd come late for a little bit and see how it goes. And I'm glad you're better than you were though, because you have had a bit of a bad week. But Guttel's brought up something very interesting the other day that the Met put out there, that they've been spraying stuff in the atmosphere and that. And that is a weird one for me. And we're having a bit of a discussion about it. And I thought, what the heck have they been doing? You can't just put like half a statement out there, can you? And then say, we've been doing this, but we're not telling you what it is. I mean, that is a weird one to say the least. So apart from your stomach, how have you been today, Marshall? Is that true? Right. Not that it bothers me if he is from there, but like I say, he doesn't sound German to me. Definitely not. So, okay. Oh, the Met Office spokesman said it by mistake. I would certainly say so. How on earth do you apologise for that? Because, like I say, people are very cynical at the moment about government agencies and that, and what they say. And they come out and say one thing, and then they say another. It's like, what was said over the past like a couple of years about the pandemic and that everyone's backtracking from it, and it's like, oh really? And one of the channels I watch, as in We've Got a Problem, he loves to obviously play all the old videos that they actually said and remind them. That's quite comical in a way, because you can't backtrack from that. I mean, yeah, you can apologise for getting it wrong or whatever, but backtracking, no. So it's half Polish, half German. Okay. I wouldn't have ever thought that, but because of he's got such a strong Chicago, isn't it? He is from, so he's got such a strong American accent that I would never have thought that, but why not? There's nothing wrong with people from Europe. I mean, certain places in Europe, okay, not so much for me, but you know the reasons why for that. And but I can't tell everyone with the same brush for that. So, well, very true. Like I say, I'm very cynical at the moment, but especially like I said, with this so-called, like they sort of like say it's a punishment, but making everybody do it. I'm like, why should everybody be, if they're saying it as a punishment? Yeah, that is weird in regards to national service. It's, oh, for goodness sake, that is rude. Oh, you can't say things like that, my God. Shit. Okay. What to say to that? I take it you're in one of them moods today, are you? Okay. I might put out some more music videos. I'm not sure. So I put out a few recently, and somebody's messing about with my channel again, and it's like, oh, okay, here we go again. But YouTube are looking into it and they're sorting it out. So whoever's doing it is going to get into some serious trouble for it. But because this is the monetized channel, so it's taking away money from the actual charities that I support. Because I say it's a charitable channel, so what's ever lost and all of that because of people mucking about or be coming after you for it. You're in a bad mood. Why? I hope you can't hear my stomach growling from there, but I've actually eaten and I'm not hungry at all, so hopefully it's not that loud, but it's exactly what Marcy was talking about the other day to me, and I just hope it don't turn into what was going on the other day, but oh, I catch a drift. I thought they would have sorted that out by now. I mean, oh dear. You certainly haven't got a good doctor, and like I had to change mine. Eddie had to change his recently, and like I said, I think you should do yours straight away, you know? Oh, it weren't 25, it was 21, and oh, some of it's in the fridge. Do you think I would have gone through that? No, I don't eat that much. Jesus, no. But the animals enjoyed it. They enjoyed it a bit too much, I think. But the younger cat, the majority of it actually, the little piglet, and she's the actual smallest animal in the house, and she ate the most of it. So it's like, okay then. I actually thought Leo would have had that, but he had enough, but he had a couple of pieces, and that was enough for him. Which Okay, he had some for his breakfast as well. So it was an all right thing, but having to wait over a couple of hours for that was ridiculous. But hey, delivery drivers for you. They say they're on their way, and the restaurant's what 20 minutes maximum from my house, and then it turns up over an hour and a half later. I mean, where did he go? Like around North London first. Oh, that was crazy. Yeah, he's playing out tonight. So well, he asked me if I wanted to, and I'm like, nah, I'm not in the mood. I haven't got the energy, and no, I'm not doing that. Well, now that I've got my medication and that, and my stomach's calmed down and everything, and I'm going to start taking it tomorrow and see how it goes. And then they can roughly tell, well, probably in a couple of weeks, how much to up the dosage by and all of that. So it's going to take a little while to like work out the kinks of it, really. But like I say, it does work because it reduced them before. So I'm quite excited about it, really, that it's actually going to like calm down, and I'm actually going to feel like normal and not have, the blackouts I'd have to still worry about, but they're a lot fewer than the epilepsy itself. So it'll just be good when it calms down enough, when I can actually do it actually properly as a job, and be able to do what I want to, you know. You going on about Yids and Arsenal? I haven't checked the footy scores today. So are you asking me to check the scores, or are you gonna like tell me what happened, or should I just guess? So I haven't really been into footy this year. I haven't really been into many sports this year, which is very unusual for me, but I just haven't wanted to. It's just been too noisy and all of that. So, oh, the delivery driver. Oh, you sod! I was like, what the heck? Oh, you're not wrong. He would have had enough time to get over to there, and well, with the car he was driving, I mean, it was a decent motor. So yeah, he could have floored it and gone around those areas. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, you should have seen the look on his face. So when I actually asked him why he was so late, it was just priceless for me. He didn't think he was late. I mean, I know it was a Sunday morning, but I know like that there's a joke over here that they say that slow drivers are Sunday drivers. So maybe he was taking that literally. I don't know. I mean, if I didn't see a car out there, I would have assumed that he walked. But then I would have had freezing cold food, so that is one of the slowest deliveries I've had food-wise. I mean, I don't think Just Eat were very happy about it either, because if they actually tell the actual company that they've left or whatever, then they know roughly how long it's going to be and all that. So it's mad. I mean, the actual mood I was in after that, I wasn't in a bad mood, but I mean, yeah, at least I had hot food and it was fresh and everything else. But I had to wait so damn long for it to cool down to that the animals didn't get burnt tongues and I didn't get burnt fingers. But and by that time, that's probably why he only wanted a couple of pieces of it. But it'd have been at the time it was supposed to have been, he probably would have ate a lot more because he was a lot more awake. But you heard him last night, Marshall. He was snoring his head off. So like he's going to be in a minute by the looks of it. I apologise in advance if he starts snoring because it is very, very loud. We were talking about obviously MPs taking the Michael in regards to wages and money and all of that. Another thing that a few of us have noticed, and it is going on across the whole of England. I'm not sure about Scotland and Wales or the north of Ireland, but in regards to NHS referrals to see specialists, and it all depends on what specialist it is. If it's something for like cancer or something, you get seen very quickly, and I mean very quickly, as I found out myself. And but for others, what they're doing is they're accepting the referral, making appointments, and then cancelling the appointment for no reason and sending it back to the doctors for them to do it all over again. Still waiting all that time to see a specialist, and then thinking that you're going to get things sorted and you've got an appointment, and then at the last minute they actually feels like that they've done you over. And it's happening all over London, up north. I mean, I have to ask my son and that about what it's like in the West Country and all of that. But I think I'm going to get a freedom of information request and find out properly what's going on in every single hospital, because this is out of order. How the hell can you mistake Marshall for Joe Cool? They type completely differently. Oh my god. So you've got to get you a pair of good glasses and a hearing aid. Okay, you're on. So it's all the things where your wife has clocked you around the head with a skillet. You're much darker. Do you want to explain what darker is, as in humour? Because you're certainly not darker skinned, and I don't mean that in a bad way, obviously, because as you know, Joe Cool is a black man, so you read it wrong. I'd say so. Oh dear. Not that I know Joe Cool quite well, so it didn't matter to me, but he's a nice enough person. It's fine, but I thought it's a little bit strange you put in stuff about him in the chat, but I thought, okay. I thought maybe you found some new, you wanted to tell me or something. Well, I thought that's a bit of a weird thing to say, but okay. No, goodness. Yeah, I thought you meant humour, because I was going to say, unless you've had a severe spray tan of the weirdest colour, I mean, it would have to be, because you are quite pale. So to get from that to that, I'm not doing this to be like horrible to Joe in any way, because he's a lovely person and that, and I say person's colour, skin, all that does not bother me whatsoever. So if people come out and say, "Oh, this is racist" or whatever, I mean, it's not like that at all. But that's what I thought you were getting at. That's why I thought. Did you want to explain it? But and it's you don't poke the fire, you stoke the fire. How many times? If you poke a fire, you'd get burnt in several areas, wouldn't you? And you wouldn't be want to poking it with that part of your anatomy. Goodness me. Yeah, he probably would actually, and he probably would have a good laugh about it, because normally when he's on streams with us a lot, he's always laughing his arse off. He's got such a filthy laugh, and it gets me bloody going, because he just cannot stop, and he's like me. When I start laughing, I can't stop either, and it's like not good when a few of us up on panel, especially Hippie as well, and we're just all going like that. It's crazy. I know it's a figure of speech, but you're saying it wrong. Oh dear. And English is your first language? I don't know. That's all right. But you having a cigarette or a coffee, or because you've gone back eating meat now, haven't you? Because you was on a vegan diet for a while, so you're either eating something, having a cigarette, or a cup of coffee. No, he's not. I don't. Yeah, serious conversations, but don't we all? But it's like I could jump on a panel and like gently like rib into him, and he'd like do the same back to me, and it'd be a bit of like a back and forth. But that's how like friends should be, you know, as a joke. But I don't think I've actually heard him like pop off properly. I mean, he must have done it at some point because he's been on. Obviously, when he's talking to the cops, that's different. But on panels and that, yeah, he's normally chilled out. It's the best way to be, I think, on here. Not taking yourself too seriously, because getting into things where it gets into a situation where you're how to put this, where you're having a disagreement with someone and it just gets completely out of whack, and it lasts, or people try and make it last a long time, and it's like, oh, for goodness sake, goes over to other platforms, and that is not needed. Not needed at all. And I'm certainly not going to be putting it up with it over here. Definitely not. It isn't worth it. Oh, God, my dog's having a dream, but he's tickling my feet at the same time. I mean, that is not good. Bloody hell. That is not good at all, because as a lot of you guys know, or obviously the people that have joined my channel recently wouldn't know, but I've got very ticklish feet, and normally it's either the dog doing something that will do that, or my cats, one of them in particular, will say if I'm laying down or sitting up, she will take one of my socks off and start like licking my toes, for example, and that is absolutely unbearable when you're trying to do it live. You're trying to have a conversation with somebody, and with a cat's tongue as well. Oh, and a few times I've been like screaming because it's like, oh, horrible. You've only ever spoken to him twice. Oh, I've lost count for me, but well, he wanted me to teach his girlfriend how to talk in an English accent, and I'm like, are you for real? And he was actually being serious. He said he wanted to like play out some fantasies with her, but with her speaking the English accent, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. That is a little bit of a weird thing to be asked. I said, I'll think about that one. I've been asked some weird things online, but that has been one of them, and I didn't take that too seriously either. But oh, wow. Oh, an LT, he takes the Michael when he comes over here, because he always says, "Oh, good, it's time for tea." He likes it when I start cursing and that. Because he said it sounds really nice, and I'm like, how would me cursing my head off sound really nice? And I don't know. Some of you guys are just weird like that, I suppose. It is what it is, isn't it? Oh dear, the actual bars on my internet are like going down and down, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Oh dear. I just might, if it does, it does, and I'd have to do one on my phone. Or try to work it out how to do it on this phone, because it's possessed, as Marshall found out the other day. It just turns itself on. So I'll be doing live streams and that, and it will start to talk about something completely irrelevant, like the actual Google part of it or whatever, and it'd be like, what the heck? Why never is that turned on all of a sudden? And it makes you wonder, doesn't it, that is your phone listening to you at all times? And you'd certainly think, I bloody well hope not. Oh dear. Because they had the thing about that in regards to what was it? I can't remember what company it was now that got fined a lot of money for I think it might have been Samsung, but don't quote me on that. I think it might have been Samsung, where they had cameras in their TVs when they weren't supposed to, and people actually found them by accident when they were getting repairs done and whatever. And I mean, I apologise if I got the company wrong, but I don't think I have. But I don't think the actual fine was enough, quite frankly, of what it was for a company like that. I mean, that they make a lot, and that's a pretty bad thing. And a few other companies that have devices that control certain things, and I'm not going into which ones, because obviously don't want to get into trouble with the powers that be and that, but they got complaints, didn't they, for listening into certain things and all of that. And I would not like to be the customer services people. I don't whether they have to, or whether they actually like it to do it. I don't know. It's one of them weird ones, isn't it? But that's why I don't have anything like that in my house. Well, apart from the phone, obviously, but like my other one that I had was the actual same company, but obviously it's an upgraded version. But I've never had a phone that's done this before, like automatically just out the blue. Very, very strange indeed. And it always change things. Like you'd be like typing text messages and that, and you would look at it and it would look all right. You'd send it, and it all the actual words would be different. And it's like, oh my days, I've just sent that to like a council worker, and it's all gone wrong, and you're like, oh crap. So you have to like resend it, and hopefully it doesn't go wrong again. And if it does, they then call them and say, look, I really like, I'm sorry, but there's something wrong with my phone or something, and hope they believe you. Oh, that is absolutely crazy for doing that. Well, I haven't done that for a long time, but did for a while. But I think they may have got some complaints about it, and that they updated the phone and it stopped doing it. But goodness sake, I thought it was my fault, after coming around from a seizure or something, and I completely like typed it like wrong. But no, because the words were completely different, and it's the way I wouldn't spell it either. They would spell it in the American way of saying it, and obviously I'm not American, as you can tell. And even though the actual words sound the same, the Americans spell it differently to what we do. Some words, not all of them, obviously, but oh, you were on the phone. Oh, just talking about bloody phones. Mine being very possessed. Oh, talking about possessed, how did your thing go the other day? Your asylum thing, because I was completely out of it, and did all the equipment work and that in the end, and did it all go to plan or not? Because if I was with it, I would have, unless you didn't do it live, I'm not sure. Because I didn't even get any notifications or anything, so I wasn't sure whether you'd actually. Yeah, you did go, because you messaged me afterwards to say that you went, but yeah, you did message me to say that you went, but I didn't know whether you put it online or not. So take it your channel's all right now, because you were using your other one for a while, weren't you? Because you were having issues or something, I don't know. But I know what that's like myself, because it's one of them things that sometimes you can say something in a way and people take it the wrong way, and you get penalized for it or whatever. But I don't think there's anything wrong talking about the government and that. I mean, I thought, with your amendments, that you were allowed to, well, unless you're using like hate speech or whatever, which is different, but you're pretty much allowed to say what you like, but not on this platform. It's weird. Oh, I think my internet's going to go off, guys. Oh, for goodness sake. Let's see if it might get better, but can you guys think about any reason why a neighbour doing DIY would do anything to my internet when the actual wiring and that is way over the other. I mean, it was nowhere near for where they were working. It's a weird one, completely strange. So the fact that the internet provider couldn't work it out, and that's their everyday job. It's yeah, I'm quite logical minded, and I was trying to think, what on earth could have happened, but I don't know. It is weird, very weird. So have you guys got anything planned for next week? Anything exciting or anything? Or is it going to be like a nice, quiet one for you? No, hopefully it's going to be a nice, quiet one for me and that, but we will have to see. Oh, bloody hell. Where's my phone? Hello? You right, darling? What on earth's the matter? What do you mean nothing? You sound as if you've been crying. What's going on? Oh, come on, baby. I'm your mum. I know. What on earth's going on? You do not sound yourself, sweetheart. What the heck? What do you mean? He did what now? He put his hands on. Where is he now? Are you hurt? Pick up your wallet and keys, get out the house, get away from him, get somewhere safe. Whereabouts are you? If you want, you can jump in a cab and come straight here if you want to, but calm down. It's fine. But it's not fine, because when I get my bloody hands on that son of a bitch, no one puts their hands on my baby and like that. No way. No, I'm not angry with you, darling. No, of course not. You did the right thing by calling me. Better than calling your father, anyway. My goodness me. Did you bang your head at all, or is your breathing okay from... Okay, now. Okay. You're right at the other side of London, aren't you? Why don't you go to Richie's place? You know Uncle Richie? You go there. He's the nearest person that is trustworthy, and that, well, you know him very well. Of course, I trust him with my life. He will look after you until I can either get to you, or you can come here, or whatever you want to do. And if you need to get yourself checked out, okay, sweetheart. All right. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry about that, everyone. That's just like throwing me for a... That's all right. I'm not exactly in the mood now to... Oh, I'm fuming bloody mad. I'm going to finish this because I've got to calm down. I mean, I am sorry to finish this suddenly and that, but my kids were a little bit more important than this, and now that my voice is back to normal, we can do another live soon or something. But no, I do apologise, and take it easy, everybody. All right.